Hence, battles had erupted in multiple locations. Currently, the Dagruel faction held the upper hand. In this dire situation, Ultima was engaged in a desperate fight alongside Shin. Isn't this strange? Why do you appear so nonchalant when my nuclear cannon, a nuclear magic spell, is hitting you head-on? Although her frustration with Fen was evident, Ultima couldn't afford to be as composed as she seemed. She begrudgingly acknowledged Fen's strength, even as she enhanced her nuclear cannon with her ultimate skill Poison King Samael, imbuing it with a deadly poison effect, yet Fen seemed unfazed. I don't know, it must be tough being weak. You need to put in effort and learn some tricks just to hold your own. Quite annoying, even though you're just a kid. Upon reflection, the damage didn't seem as severe as they had anticipated. It appeared that only the lower-ranked warriors had suffered injuries or casualties. It seemed almost natural when viewed from that perspective, considering their weakness. However, if one thought about it more deeply, the fact that none of the elite warriors appeared harmed was unusual. Could it be that the magic wasn't effective? This thought began to nag at Ultima. She needed to inform Luminas about this as soon as possible. Shin, though unable to communicate with Luminas, continued her relentless assault, even though it was no longer a true battle. You just never give up, do you? No matter how many times you try, you won't even scratch my skin. Keep talking. The warm-up is over, it's time to get serious. Shin attempted to strike at Dagruel again, but his roar paralyzed her, preventing any movement. Dagruel calmly approached the immobilized Shin and clenched his fist menacingly. Thus, Dagruel's victory seemed imminent, but Shin smiled. Her eyes caught the glow of a magic circle at Dagruel's feet, and in the next instant, "You're the one who's naive." A resolute shout rang out, dispelling the dust in the air. Descending gracefully in a jet-black dress with a sweet fragrance, a radiant silver-haired girl appeared before Shin. Demon Lord Luminas, the ruler of this land. Without hesitation, she activated the trap that had been set. Now perish. Sanctuary Disintegration. With this powerful disintegration spell, even a giant like Charybdis could be obliterated in an instant. Dagruel, caught off guard, had no escape and took a direct hit from Sanctuary Disintegration. You let your guard down, Dagruel. People like you create openings when you're confident of victory. Don't take it personally. Luminas exuded confidence in her victory as she sent her regards to Dagruel. Well, that's true. Perhaps I let my guard down too, but it doesn't matter because I haven't suffered any damage. Those words froze them all. Luminas's keen mind acknowledged the impossible reality. Dagruel was completely unharmed. This fact made one thing clear. Luminas, is it over now? Then it must be my turn next. Indeed, if their current attack couldn't defeat Dagruel, there was no hope for Luminas and her side. Watch out. If you're not careful, you'll be killed instantly. Dagruel's declaration marked the beginning of a time of despair. The one-on-one duel between Albert and Glassword had intensified. The area around them seemed to clear out, as if no one else could be caught in the crossfire. Their sword fight raged on, with Albert clearly at a disadvantage. However, Albert's eyes showed no sign of giving up. The battle grew more heated, and soon, they paid no attention to their surroundings, focusing solely on their swords. Adalman appeared to have been knocked unconscious when he hit the ground. Adalman survived thanks to Gehenna Dragon when he protecting him and taking the brunt of the impact. The reason he hadn't been finished off was Ultima's timely intervention. Fen, however, remained a formidable foe. All of Adalman's multilayer barriers had been breached, and only one defensive measure had been effective. Without that defense, Adalman would have been fatally injured by a single blow. I see. I didn't think it was possible, but it makes sense. It seems the elite titans possess magic nullification. Adalman, despite his apparent mortal condition, stood up as if nothing was amiss. His bones cracked, and his holy robes were muddied, yet Adalman remained undaunted as he observed Fen battling Ultima. This Ultima seemed to have already realized that her magic was ineffective. What amazed him was that she had managed to make the fight even with such a vast difference in power. He wasn't panicking because he knew he'd be of no use in his current state. Exhausted mana and shattered bones, that's how he'd describe himself now. And if that were the case, he needed to act before going to assist. Wenty, are you alright? Yes, I was caught off guard. Thank you for saving my life. I'm glad you're safe. But now we have a problem. What do you mean? It seems that magic doesn't work on him. At this rate, Miss Ultima is in danger. Fen's energy was extraordinary, making it reckless to confront him directly. Oh dear, it looks like it's time for my well-trained body to make an appearance for the first time in a while. I didn't mention it, but my true role as a high priest was something else. In reality, I was a sacred fist master, the highest rank for priests and warriors. I don't think it's a good idea, But are you planning to face that giant with your bare hands? Phew, what a silly question. I am a fist fighter, so using my bare hands is only natural, right? Do you still have doubts? No, nothing. Very well then. I'll tell you our plan. Since magic doesn't work, we'll rely on physics. It's our only option. Of course, your breath won't work either. Magic nullification interferes with the very essence of magicules. So, we have no means of attack. Here's a proposal, let's combine. Now is the time to unveil the secret technique I've been developing for just this situation. Adalman's secret technique was assimilation by possession. It seemed to be working seamlessly, as he possessed Wenty as if she were his own body. The moment Adalman possessed Wenty, her body underwent a significant transformation. Magicules from a Gehenna dragon and its formidable body were now under Adalman's control. A dark-haired young man in a jet-black priestly robe stood there, the young Adalman from his prime. Wenty decided to put aside her earlier doubts and place her full trust in Adalman. This fact was the wellspring of their confidence. Amid this critical situation, Adalman and Wenty dashed across the land with newfound enthusiasm.
Notice, I have compiled the current state of affairs as concisely as possible. Beginning playback.
I would like to shout out to my top Patreon followers, Quest, Cheesebean, Corrido, Jason Torres, and Edward Balestream, and also for the top commenter of the week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on my next videos. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below.